All right, today we're in Florence, Alabama, filming the one and only Billy Reid. I'm so excited to get to know him. Subscribe and keep following along for more. Got our coffee from All the Best. We don't know what Billy likes, so we're just taking our chances here. Nope.
How are y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing very well. Y'all can come back here.
You sure? Okay.
Absolutely.
Before, but good to see you
Billy,
again.
good to see
yeah.
you.
Customer coming in real quick. We are in Florence, Alabama. We're here with Billy Reid today. Thanks so much for chatting with me. In Vogue last year, they wrote that you offer proof that fashion brands can thrive far from LA and New York. How does that make you feel as an Alabama-based designer?
That's, something we, I kind of dreamed would happen, hopefully, when we first started. The idea is that we could kind of basically have an American fashion house in the Deep South. And it's awesome we were able to do it here in Florence and make it work for, 20 years now. So it's certainly not easy, and I would say it's had a lot of challenges, but I don't think we would be here today if we wouldn't have done it that way. And it's who we are, so we don't have to make anything up. So that's the best thing about it.
I love that, and it definitely comes across in the brand. How does living in Alabama, living in Florence specifically, inspire you creatively?
Well, this place, if you're not familiar, a lot of y'all will be familiar with our music history here, and I just got immersed in it and tried to learn as much about it as possible, try to be a part of it, try to help out any way we could. I would go around trying to tell the story of Muscle Shoals and what happened here and before the movie came out. And I think Mick Jagger and Aretha Franklin did a much better job of explaining that than I could ever do. No. So it really, once the movie came out, it's helped this community just blossom in so many ways. And it, we got the story documented, and that was just such a big part. Now it can live on forever. People can see it, they can understand it, and it's just been a huge sense of pride, for the whole community to have something like that.
Yeah. Florence, Muscle Shoals area is definitely a special place. If you have people visit from out of state, what do you feel like they are always surprised about coming to Alabama?
I lived in New York for a while, California for a while, and I grew up in South Louisiana originally, and some people have never been to the South, and they have their sort of preconceived notions about it. I think what the first thing they think is, hey, there's a normal people down there, but
they have shoes on.
Yeah, exactly,
and good shoes too.
You don't know where their heads at when you say that, and I think they also begin to appreciate just the fact that it's a very culturally rich environment. You think of all the things that creatively that come out of here, all the people creatively that come out of here. That's not their first, inclination is that. I think they go to a different place, but I think once they get here and they say, it's like, man, what a great place.
So you said you've been here 20 years.
I've been in Florence since 2001.
So what's a moment where you felt just really proud of the work that you've done?
I tell you, what I'm most proud of is honestly when you see somebody wearing your stuff, just on the street or like you're in a city and you see someone wearing it. That's the coolest thing to me. Or when somebody says, hey, I got this coat from you 15 years ago, I still wear it every day. You want to make someone's favorite piece, and you want that piece to live with them. It's almost like a piece of furniture.
And y'all's brand is definitely, you're creating legacy pieces that can stand the test of time. I'm curious, I thought your logo was really compelling. And I felt like the more I looked at it, the more I'm seeing different layers to it, different details. What's the story behind that? Can you share a little bit about that, or even the stripes that are kind of included in the logo?
Yeah, so with the font, if you notice it, I guess I'm a Gemini, so that means there's two sides, two sides of things. But if you look at the logo, the bottom half is serif and the top half is sans serif. Yeah. So you have this sort of heavier foundation. I credit Bill Marceau, who helped, a friend of mine many, many years ago, helped us create that. The ribbon stripe, I was shopping one day at the old general store. It's like a dry goods place that's been here since the 60s, I think. And the family that had it at the time never got rid of anything. So they just put it in boxes. And I was just rummaging through there, and I pulled down this box, and it had this ribbon in it. When we first opened here, we would take packages and we would just take any ribbon we had and just wrap the package in ribbon. And I found this black and gold ribbon that was in this box, and black and gold was my high school's colors. I'm I love the Saints. I'm from South Louisiana.
Yeah,
and so it's always kind of been in my, kind of wheelhouse, those colors. I took that stripe and over time we sort of rebuilt it. But I just always felt like this could be the pattern that we use someday. And I didn't want to like come right out and just plaster it on something. I wanted to like hide it, use it on the ribbons and the packaging, put it at the bottom of the shirt tail where it really wasn't like in your face. But slowly it would, hopefully take hold where we could do more with it and it could be more sort of outward facing. And then we started knitting the stripe pattern into sweaters where it's almost a Where's Waldo.
Oh, yeah, I like that. So now you guys all know to look for it. I'm curious about some of the other Alabama nods or subtleties in the store. This is your flagship location, right? This is HQ. So tell me about like some of the art that's in here, the sculptures.
We get so much support from friends and, people in the community or all around the state. So it's fun to kind of, show their work and, it's also great just to have it in the store because it's great conversational pieces. This is from our neighbor, Dr. LaRue.
Wow.
I think he's 78 now, but he does these amazing sculptures. Several pieces from Butch Anthony in the store, we've known for many, many years. He actually modeled with us in like my first photo shoot.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that we did here in Alabama. Charles Moore, who we worked with, civil rights photographer, he's from our area. So I just feel like that part, community is an overused word, but it's something we've used from day one. It's probably put us where we are now.
Yeah, and you can tell, you can feel it when you come here. Is this just your ultimate mood board or is everyone wearing something Billy Reid?
It's everybody here is wearing the clothes or somehow attached to us. Willie Nelson in our dress shirt. That's one's
iconic.
Classic.
Yeah.
We have these.
Oh, cool. Magic City, Birmingham. Represent.
We only make 40, and then they'll sell them and keep all the proceeds for that. This is the fun part. Like this is for the Florence high school tennis team.
Oh,
we did
wow.
a fundraiser, so we do the fundraising stuff out of here.
Okay, so that's like, real local stuff.
Yeah. I coached baseball for years when my son was growing up, and my favorite part was getting to do all the swag.
Oh, I bet.
For it. So for all the fundraisers, we would do, the hoodies and the caps. Even the F cap in the store came from that whole fundraising.
Really? It does, it seems baseball inspired.
Yeah, that came from there. But we do stuff for like, that's the best shirt in there, the LSU shirt. More LSU stuff. Jamie's incredible. He helps us with screen printing on a lot of projects. He's got a great screen printing place called Black Owl. But we took it and then just kind of get funky with it and put some of our different stuff on the top of it. Just, again, this is my little place to play around back here, and I love it. And it's fun to get to share that with people. We printed like, shopping bags for Venice Beach, and so we make like 200 of these and give them to influencers or to great customers, and so it's fun. This is a fun part. It's my favorite part.
Fun. So creative. All right, what do you love about living in Florence?
It's home. More than, especially rapid fire. Sorry.
What is your favorite restaurant in Florence?
Odette.
It's right down the street. Or really like two stores over. Yeah.
It's not fair.
What is your favorite piece you've ever designed?
That's too hard, but I can't rapid fire that one. The one that sells.
Oh, yeah.
I can, the pea coat, I'd have to say the pea coat just because of the story behind it and how much it's helped us all survive from a business standpoint.
Yeah. Okay, you guys brought back Shindig last year. Tell me about Shindig 2025. Is it happening?
It appears that it's happening, yes. We did it 11 years, took off for COVID, started back last year. It was incredibly successful. It means so much to us as a company and our brand, everything about what we do, because we get to bring in all those people from our community and bring in people from all over the country to kind of spread the word about the area and what we're doing. So it's a good reason to keep doing it.
No, I just have
suspense.
I know. I just have one more question. It's very serious, especially for our Alabama audience.
Okay.
Roll Tide or War Eagle?
I have to go. I'm going to go LSU Tigers. Although my wife went to Auburn.
Okay.
And I have some affiliation with Auburn, but I'm not an Alabama hater. My wife would rather see Alabama lose than Auburn win. I got a feeling. Sometimes I feel that way, but I'm not. I've always kind of been a little bit of an Alabama fan as a child because I got to meet Bear Bryant one time as a Boy Scout. Yeah.
Wow.
I did.
That's actually really cool.
Many years ago. That's
Okay,
how it tells you how old I am. So I probably shouldn't have let that out. No, I'm going to go LSU on that one.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Well, you're a friend of all Alabamians, really.
I love Alabama.
Well,
One of the few that don't take sides on that too
yeah.
often.
My husband doesn't either.
He doesn't? What about you?
My dad's from Tuscaloosa, so I got to go Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Grew up going to Bama games. Just took my son to his first Bama game. So
How old is he?
6. Yeah, so it was really fun. That's just kind of in our blood.
Love it.
All right, well, thank you for taking time to talk with me. Great to get to know you a little bit better.
You too. That's great, guys. Thank you.